kinds of tunes and spends his days listening to Channel Africa. Guess what? He didn't know.
Okay.
Channel Africa wants to help Abedi and all music lovers everywhere to discover even more incredible music. That is why Channel Africa is calling on all African musicians to submit their music. Musicians, remember to give us all your relevant information. Make your submissions at music@channelafrica.co.za. Submissions are your chance to be heard on radio. But sadly, they do not guarantee that you will be playlisted. All submissions will be carefully reviewed to see if they meet our station's requirement. Channel Africa, the African perspective. Download the SABC app and take Channel Africa with you everywhere you go.
And let's get in touch now with what's happening in the world of business as we say good morning for the first time on Rise and Shine to Bontle Headbush.
Business news on Channel Africa. The African perspective.
Thanks, Asanda, and a very good morning to you and our listeners. In our top business story this morning, the president of the Southern African Railways Association, Nixon Dlamini, says the 4-day SARA Conference and Exhibition 2025 will be packed with groundbreaking discussions. The topics that will be discussed include railway development, regional integration, and opportunities within the Southern African rail sector. He was speaking on the margins of the conference in Johannesburg.
First of all, we've just had a panel discussion with ministers and the principal secretary and also deputy ministers. So the next round then will be CEOs. So these are the people who actually operate these railway companies.
South Africa's Minister of Electricity and Energy, Khusienzo Ramokgopa, has expressed strong confidence that the new Integrated Resource Plan 2025 will be approved. The minister made the announcement at the Independent Transmission Projects Procurement Program Conference. The IRP is a long-term plan designed to map out the country's electricity generation mix, aiming to balance supply and demand while considering environmental impacts and the total cost of electricity. According to Ramokgopa, the final policy-adjusted IRP 2025 represents a more than $126.5 billion investment that will define South Africa's energy mix for the future.
We will be approving tomorrow. The subcommittee of cabinet is looking at what we call the IRP. I'm confident it will go through. It's a 2.2 trillion rand investment. We want to have add another 40 gigawatts of renewables in the next 10 years. 15 of those must come in the next 5 years. So it's an ambitious plan, but for it to succeed, it requires grid availability.
Nigerian President Bola Tinubu says Brazil's state-run oil company Petrobras should be able to return back to the country. This after the company left Nigeria 5 years ago. Tinubu said this during a 2-day visit to Brazil to deepen ties. Petrobras began operations in Nigeria in 1998 in the deep waters off the Niger Delta. It sold its stakes more than 10 years ago to raise cash for domestic projects. Ethio Telecom expects full-year revenue by 45.5% in the year to June 2026, driven by increased customer numbers and higher data usage. Chief Executive Frehiwa Tamiru also projected a 6% increase in subscribers to 88 million in the 2025-26 fiscal year, and a 14% increase in customers for Telebur, its mobile money service. In the year to June, the company's pre-tax profits soared by more than 80% to $537.2 million, driven by expansion of its network and more customers. Moving further afield, Norway's wealth fund, one of the biggest in the world, is selling its shares in several companies that have links to Israel. 5 of them are Israeli banks and one is the US manufacturer Caterpillar. The BBC's Amelia Janssen has the details.
The fund held just over $2 billion worth of shares in the US company. The move is part of a $1 billion sell-off, which has seen more than 20 companies linked to Israel excluded. The fund invests the revenue from Norway's oil and gas resources to secure wealth for future generations.
And now for our first look at the financial indicators this morning, $1 in Nigeria is trading at 1,534 naira. In Botswana, it's 13 pula 32. Kenya, the dollar is trading at 128 shilling 46. And in Zambia, it's 23 kwacha 31. Moving to the BRICS countries, $1 in Brazil is trading at 5 rial 42. Russia, 80 rubles 47. India, it's 87 rupees 65. China, 7 yuan 15, and South Africa, $1 is trading at 17 rand 62 cents this morning. $1 is trading at 74 pence to the British pound and 85 to the euro. Looking at commodities, gold is trading at $3,379 per ounce. Platinum, $1,339 per ounce, while the price of Brent crude oil at this hour is $67.32 a barrel. Those are your business news. I'll be back with more in the next hour. For any business stories you'd like to share with us, please send an email to newsroom@channel